How you doing? Today I'm making smoked buffalo chicken shotgun shells. I've done shotgun shells before, never of this variety, so we're gonna give this a go. I did all my prep work yesterday, so let's go check that out first and then I'll meet you back here.
So what is a shotgun shell? Here's the concept. You get yourself some Manicotti shells, you stuff it with some meat, like sausage or hamburger or whatever, add a little cheese, then you wrap the whole thing in bacon, and then onto a smoker for a couple hours to pick up that smoky goodness. And man, these things are good. I'm making enough for 36 shotgun shells. I'm going to smoke half of them today, and the other half I'm going to freeze for a picnic next week that I'm going to. I started by grinding up 2.5 pounds of boneless chicken thigh meat. I decided to go with chicken thigh meat instead of breast. It's got the higher fat content. That'll help keep it moist through the whole cook. But you could go with chicken breast, canned chicken, ground chicken. You could even use turkey meat here, I guess. So you're going to need 2.5 pounds of bacon, 6 ounces of cream cheese, 6 ounces of blue cheese, 3 boxes of Manicotti shells, 1 cup of diced celery, 2 tablespoons of jalapeno, 2.5 pounds of that ground chicken, and 3/4 of a cup of your favorite buffalo sauce. So into the chicken goes your blue cheese, the jalapeno. I seeded and deveined mine to cut back on the heat. Your diced celery, that cream cheese, and the buffalo sauce. And now the fun part, mix it all up. Then you take your mixture and jam it into the raw Manicotti shells. And as you can see, this process takes some time. You want to make sure that you jam it in so that there's no air pockets in there, and you fill it all the way up end to end. And at this rate, this is going to take me over an hour to fill up 36 shells. But I got a better idea. If you happen to have a sausage stuffer, like I do, this is going to make this process a lot quicker and so much more fun. Once the shells are stuffed, we're going to wrap each one in a slice of bacon. You want to use regular cut bacon. Thick cut doesn't really work so well here. And you're trying to cover up as much of the shell as possible. I've read people's complaints that exposed shell that aren't covered up with the bacon tend to be crispy and not cooked very well. But I've found that refrigerating overnight will take care of that. Trust me, it will soften up even before it hits the smoke. Now, other recipes call for barbecue sauce. If you're doing a sausage or a beef-filled shotgun shell, that makes sense. But this is buffalo chicken. So I'm using half a cup of buffalo sauce and another half a cup of maple syrup. We need that sweetness and that sugar so that when it's on the smoker, it can caramelize. It's also freaking delicious. So I set up my big green egg for indirect cook, and I'm using applewood chunks. I was lucky enough that my neighbor had an apple tree come down a couple years ago, so I've been chopping that up and using that for my smokes. I get the plate setter in, my grate on top, and I get the egg up to 225. And as you can see, having these things refrigerated overnight really helped to soften up these shells. It's like they've been cooked already. So I load on as many as I can fit, which turns out to be 21. And then the rest of these will go into a Ziploc baggie and into the freezer for next week. And we'll close the lid, let it smoke at about 225 to 250 for about 90 minutes. After 90 minutes, these things are looking awesome. I also want to double check they've got an internal temperature of at least 165. Then I pull them all off, pull out the plate setter, and set it up for direct cooking.
And I think what I'm going to do is, even before I put them back on there, I'm going to get some of this maple buffalo sauce on here. And then I'll probably hit them again once they get back on the grill. Let's get these back on. And these are only going to need a minute or two. A couple minutes. Flip them. A couple more minutes. And then we should be good to go.
I only got to put them on for a couple minutes, just enough to crisp up that bacon, caramelize that sauce.
All right, so this one is not going to make it to the party, and that's okay. I'm going to give this a try before we go and wrap the rest of these up. I'm going with blue cheese, go traditional, since it is buffalo chicken. So I'm going to do a little dip. Let's give that a try. That is outstanding. These are not going to last long, I'll tell you that. You don't even know. But the buffalo chicken, that blue cheese is even coming through. A little hint of the celery, jalapeno. Man, that's outstanding. All right, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Finish this one up.